Hi, Kaylin. My name is Viola Barnett. I am with Gwinnett Women's of Color Group, and I saw your post. I just saw it. I noticed that you posted like 18 hours ago, but I wanted to reach out and give you just a few tips on some things that you can do to help improve your website so you can start getting some more traffic to your business. And in case you're wondering why I'm making this video for you, it's pretty simple because there really are a lot of small business owners out there who don't really have the time to make the internet work for them. And they may or may not know how, but the time is really the issue, right? And this allows them to be able to do it themselves and to be able to put some of these things into action, especially since they don't know who is and who's not an expert when it comes to actually hiring a marketing agency. So I figured by giving these attack plans away for free, it allows some business owners to do this themselves. Some call me back and ask for some help. So if you want to talk about how we could partner, of course, we're more than welcome to do that. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to talk to you today about content, backlinks, and citations. So first of all, you have a great looking website. I love how clean it is. It's very fresh. I love how it's positioned. I would definitely suggest to add an immediate call of action, meaning like somewhere up here where the phone number is located so that somebody could just click on it, especially when people are checking your website from their mobile device, which is where 99% of people are checking. When you have this person update your website, definitely have that added somewhere, because 9 times out of 10, if somebody already landed on your website, they want to contact you. They don't really want to go through and read all the information. But speaking of the information, Google really doesn't care how good looking our websites are. Google's concern is the information that's on it, right? Because we're not really writing it for Google people, like humans, to read it per se. It's for Google robots. So when somebody goes to Atlanta wedding photographer on Google, for example, right? Google's job is to put them in front of the article that has the most words on it. And these articles that you see here typically have like 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the home page. So you definitely want to increase the content on your home page upwards to at least 1,000. And the reason why I'm at 1,000 is because I went ahead and pulled up the main competitor, your top competitor up here, and that is there we go. Okay. Laura Barnes. And if you see here on this page, she is right here. And the reason why I chose her is because all of these before her are directories, like multiple photographers are on there, but she's the first person that pops up just for a single photography shoot. So I think she's your number one competitor. So I pulled her up, and this is her site here. She doesn't have a whole lot of information either, which tells me that you have a great amount of opportunity to outrank her when it comes to that area, right? So definitely you want to add at least 1,000 words of content on the home page. The other thing I want to talk about are citations. So a citation is simply this area right here, okay? This is basically your business name, address, and phone number listed throughout different directories across the World Wide Web, like Angie's List, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Yelp, Yext. You kind of get the idea. Facebook is a citation. All of these different things are citations for your business, but it needs to be your business name, address, and phone number. Now, I'm sure you know if you click right here, you'll probably find hundreds of other photographers in the Atlanta area, but only 3 showcase on the first page. And you and I both know nobody really goes past page 1 for anything. So the way to win in this area is, let's say, for example, Six Hearts Photography has 75 citations. Well, the way to beat them is to get 75 citations and then add another 40 or 50 on top of that. So you know that you're outranking them month after month after month. So if they come back next month and they add 20, you're still in the number 1 position. The last thing I want to talk about is getting ranked in this area down here, and that is the organic area. And this has everything to do with backlinks. So I'm jumping over to this tool that I use called Ares. I pay about 99 bucks a month to use it, and I put your business in here. First off, I want to say congratulations. Look like you just started back in September or August. So kudos to you on that, starting this business in the midst of this crazy pandemic. But what a backlink is simply, looks like you have a few of them, is your website pointing or another website with your link on it pointing to your website, so it could give your site some power, right? And the more sites you have that with, the better. So I went ahead and pulled up that same competitor, Laura Barnes, in this same tool, so we could take a look at what's working for them. And if you take a look at the amount of backlinks, she does have 1,600 backlinks, but the strategy to win here would be to simply see which backlinks are working for them. Now, keep in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. So in other words, if, let's say, for example, you did some photography for the pizza shop down the hall from you, right? And the owner was like, hey, not only did you do a great job, I'm gonna go ahead and put a link on my page to link back to you, you know, to give you some power. But Google knows you don't sell pizza for a living, right? So that's not going to be as powerful as another site that has something to do with photography. For example, these numbers are the ones you want to pay attention to. The prettiest bridal bouquet trend, like that obviously has to do with wedding photography. That's going to give you a 74 rating, versus up here, this is another language. Even though it's wedding, it's in another language, so something to consider, and that's a lower power that is going to be transferring. So the strategy is to go, if I were you, I'll go into each and every one of these links, see which ones are working for them, and then ask for a link for my website on the same page, you know, for your website on their page. And the thing is, if you're beating her in citations, you're beating her with content, and you start beating out back in the backlink area, then you're going to start winning with this organic traffic. You're going to start seeing upwards to 245 or people reaching out to you on a monthly basis. And just to tell you where this is coming from, for example, Atlanta wedding photographer, this is telling us that 350 people search for this keyword per month. She gets 31 searches out of that 350 and is sitting in the number 4 position on Google for it. Now, for example, here, Atlanta wedding photographers. Now, these are two different keywords because there's an S at the end. 500 people are searching for this. She gets 19 out of those 500 on a monthly basis and is sitting in the number 6 spot, went down 1 position. So you see how it kind of works. These are all targeted directly towards Atlanta. So these are all the type of keywords that you want to save your pictures as. It doesn't matter what the photo is, because like I said, Google doesn't care how it looks, but they do read it. So instead of saving it as always Elizabeth Lanae photography, save this as one of those keywords, because that's what people are searching for. People are not really looking for always Elizabeth because they don't know you yet, but they do know they want a wedding photographer in Atlanta, right? So point them in the direction by giving them the information. All of these photos that you have here, save them as different keywords that people are looking for on Google. All right. Other than that, that's all I have for you. I feel like I went way over my time. I wanted to keep this at 5 minutes, but thanks for taking the time out to watch the video. And if you want to reach out to me, my information is in the email, and leave me some feedback. Let me know if this was helpful for you at all, if you'll be able to put this to use. I am making so many of these videos for so many of my friends and for close relatives that I would like to know if it was terrible or if it helped you at all. Again, I'm Viola, and I hope you have a great day.